Spyro Dragon Creepypasta, written by Platinum Drawings. Well, this is a redone version of this story, so enjoy. All the fond memories I'll have of playing Spyro Dragon 1 on the PlayStation back then. The sweet cartoony art tone with its charm, its simplistic gameplay, but above all, I love the characters personally. It really has a lot of soul to it. I even still play it now sometimes, thanks to downloading it off PSN, along with the other two. Can't wait to Glimmer and Year of the Dragon, but to me, nothing tops the first game. However, not too long back, I had fought that because I had the demo version back then. Sound of Dialogue when you save the dragons was different. I searched around for my old demo of Spyro 1. I'm a very curious person. Actually, I found it along with my PS1 memory card. I decided to relive a little childhood. Hey, it could make all the difference. Oh, if only that turned out the way I meant it. This was very different from what I played as a kid. I started the game up and well, it at first seemed a little dimmer than I remember it. Whatever. When the game loaded up, I was greeted with a different intro than just the usual Spyro flying in and towards an enemy on the way with flame breath, but when he landed, I saw a flash of the waterfalls turning red for 2 seconds, then purple 3 seconds after. It was just an error concerning how old this was. Anyway, when I pressed start and Spyro had a very odd look on his face, like happy but scared and excited at the same time. I was maybe sad as he shed a tear. The game loaded up and suddenly I was in the artisan's world. I rescued the first dragon I seen was right in front of me, hard to miss. But the line was different. He said, "I'll see you in the next world." The character animation looked a little odd too. He was moving like he was about to smack Spyro, but then stop. A little after Spyro said his usual line, "Well, what about nasty Nork?" He then replied, "Want to kill you." Odd lines. I mean, it is true. Ganassi does want to kill Spyro, but I don't remember seeing this dragon in another world. I then set off to collect some gems and free some dragons, the main goal of the game. The game made the old unfinished sound that they did, but in a higher tone. It was kind of ear piercing, and the gems seemed shinier, more deep in color too. And Spyro's movement was fascinating. I didn't rescue another dragon called Selvis this time. He said the old line. I remember, but with more added to it. Press the jump button twice to glide, and don't be afraid. Sorry, life of what Silva's answered. Falling from high mountain peaks, plummeting to prehistoric glaciers, crashing through rough terrain, swiftly painful, staring up close, death. So I replied, that. And Silva's disappeared. At this point, I question what is up with this game. I thought it is a hacked game. This has been laying around for years. Almost all of my friends don't even know I have this. It's old. I remember some of these lines, similar but different. At this point, I noticed the music wasn't playing, and nothing in the walking and charging sounds were slower, even through he moves faster. I even noticed that Spark was gone. That dragonfly that indicates your health when he is gone, you're a one-hit shot kill. So I pressed on and found some enemies. I attacked them by charging. They fell off over but didn't go poof into a gem like they usually do. They just later, as a red liquid seemed to form around them. Cut under Spyro's feet. He was tracking blood everywhere. Ignoring it and pressing on. I saved another dragon by the waterfall, but the waterfall was purple. There was even purple goo on the ground next to the waterfall pond, too. The dragon then said, "Where's Sparks? Do you care, Spyro?" Spyro just stared with no expression or emotion, but a weird blank smile. The dragon then said, "You're no longer the same. You monster. Escape now." At this point, I was just so confused that I paused the game for a bit, but instead of a transparent green screen with the options, continue options, inventory, and quit game, it was blue wavy static with only one option, continue, and his lives were at 0. I came back a little later after recovering from a short headache. I unpaused the game, then I noticed on the dragon panel where you saved him, there was a small orb, the ones where if you collect enough, you get an extra life, and Spyro was still making that odd black smile as he was somehow facing the screen. I tried to move him, but he only responded to my controller. It was plugged in, alright. Shortly after, Sprout began to move on his own. He grabbed it, not just walk into it, but his animation grabbed it. I didn't hear the whisper, "Why?" Then the life jingle sound in an extremely high-pitched tone. Again, he ran off and collected other orbs on the dragon panels, with odd dialogue with each one. Heartless. What happened to you? You. The artisan's world went empty and desolate. Few bones were those Gnorc enemies were. The sky was a darker purple. All the plants were burned, poison waters, and more. I tried to pause the game, then turn it off, but both didn't work. Instead, Spyro then faced the camera as the screen got darker. Instead, without moving his lips, or even just that blank smile with no emotion in his voice. Leaving again? Am I nothing to you again? You like my personality, how cool I was. So why do you leave for what felt like forever? Because of you. I lost all of it. My emotion, my heart, my friends. Even the dragon eggs are smashed. I'm cursed to remain unfinished in in this demo. No one plays demos anymore. I'm glad you could see what I have become. A shell. A shadow of what I was. Before I go. The game didn't end it and it turned off. That was the end of my tale. It showed me that personally is something important. It is who you are. Lose it and you are nothing. To yourself or anyone else. So that was the Spyro the Dragon Creepypasta story by, hang on, which is Platinum Drawing. So it's a pretty good creepypasta, it's just, typical style, just has some cliche like, feeling nostalgic on that game you remember as a kid, and there's like some interesting stuff. Like there's no hyper realistic blood, thank freaking gosh, but the whole character just staring, just looking at the camera. It's kind of a little more unnerving, but and also some pretty brutal stuff, like the pretty creepy stuff. Like I think the one dragon that was rescued said that he's got he's killed you, which is kind of pretty morbid. Like the character might be glitchy and such, which is kind of my theory. But yeah, so a pretty simple creepypasta story, but surprisingly one of the short ones I did. So yeah, hope you have a pretty good day, guys, and see you for more videos. So bye bye. Let me do it again. Bye bye.